All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's hear it again for Tempest and that run of Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. GG's. Next up, we got WitherMin with Crackdown 2 Any Percent Thrusterless. Let's go.
All right, everybody, welcome in. Hello, my name is Wither, and I'm here with Dre, Mr. Dre Minus, for the world's first ever Crackdown 2 speedrun in a marathon.
Yo. On the stream it still says I'm Ori.
So true.
What's up? I run Amy's story. And I have a better time than Dre Minus now. So, here we go.
So, before we get into any sort of explanation over the run, there is a customization color. There was a poll ran earlier, and let's go through all the colors that weren't chosen. Y'all did not choose Agency Blue. Y'all did not choose Dark Gray, nor Mid Gray, nor even Light Gray. Not Peacekeeper Gray, not Agent Orange, not Mega Agent, not May Contain Nuts, not Terra Firma, not Dem Apples, not Minty Sting, but instead chose this one.
He's looking pretty good.
Chose Hazmat. Alright, well, time is going to begin when I press the A button. So, we are going to, I'm going to give you a countdown, so let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
You are the portent of a new world.
Welcome to Crackdown 2.
Welcome to Crackdown 2. So this game is a Microsoft first-party game released in the early Xbox 360 era. This series is honestly most famous for being known as the games that you bought to get the Halo 3 beta. Halo Reach beta was included with Crackdown 2. And you know what? I think the game is a lot more than just the beta for a Halo game. You play as a corrupt agent that was created, a test tube baby created by the military, and your goal is to go into the city and clean up the agency's mess. They accidentally made the zombie virus. They have the cure, but they won't administer it to people because if they do, then they lose control of the city.
So, sounds like a really nice, upstanding government.
Just like real life.
Yep, we're getting political already with it, you know? This game is probably, I've been saying, it's the stinkiest game in terms of 7th gen stink. It's got that stench, it's got that funk. Everything about the 7th generation of video gaming is in this game. It is wonderful in some kind of way. Like the bloom, oh, the bloom. You'll get it once you enter the gameplay.
It's so bloomular.
Ugly son of a...
Yeah.
We're gonna need bigger guns.
Alright, so as far as gameplay goes, this looks like an Xbox 360/PS3 video game. You are so right. Look at that. Alright, so this ugly motherfucker that we're going to be playing as is the agent. He doesn't have a name.
Super Mario.
He is Super Mario.
I'm an old hand at this, so listen up and listen good.
So
Super Mario's found himself in quite the situation. He has to look at these fucking dots.
We have to look
on the
at
wall.
We do have to look at these dots. Looking at these.
Remember when you had to do this in Splinter Cell?
Remember when you had to do this in Metroid Prime?
One at a time. Health online. Shields.
Yeah, okay. So, basic gameplay breakdown. This game is a lot like GTA if you were an Avenger.
There's a calibration glitch in the targeting systems.
This game has RPG level up mechanics where every aspect of the game is based around like every like individual part of the game, like your driving ability, your firearm ability has like the fire. It has like the Fallout aiming system. Has like the combat of like general third-person shooters and stuff.
Sure, you took a hit.
Yeah, this game has like RPG level up mechanics TLDR, so we're going to be spending the beginning of it grinding our agility, which allows us to run faster and jump higher. We're going to be getting to the bare minimum level to accomplish everything in the game. These are how we level up. Alright, getting stuck on the wall already. Great.
Good.
Yeah, there's even like the little thing that's like guiding, telling you exactly where to go, because the game thinks you won't know where to jump.
Standing on that marker, trigger the
Look at it go. It's going faster than the speedrunner. I can't believe it.
before it shuts.
So right there, that is our first edge bug. We are going to be using the edges of all this jagged 360 polygamy to make a lot of jumps that we're not supposed to be able to make. Every single surface in this game can be jumped off of if you come at it from the right angle, which is what leads this game's movement to be so interesting.
Handling weaponry should be second nature.
Yeah, some of the stuff that comes up in here, it's pretty cool. Like, you don't think that Wither can jump off of it, or I mean Super Mario on the screen, but you can. You can, and it's so cool. So this is, I guess, this is kind of introducing the first set of enemies. I guess like the first like bad faction in the game. They're called Freaks. They really just couldn't come up with anything else. So yeah, they're called Freaks in the lore.
They do call them Freaks. So our goal is to take down all of the Freak layers and detonate all the beacons, which are like tower defense kind of things we need to do to be able to get rid of everything. Once we've done all the tower defense missions, the game just kind of ends. I'm sorry if it sounds like I've explained 15 different games trying to get to the point. That's kind of this game.
The next program tests your close quarters combat skills.
But Crackdown 2, there really isn't anything quite like it. Like, Crackdown 1 itself has a lot of its own ideas that didn't really make its way over into this game. But Crackdown 2 is very interesting in the way the progression is handled. Once we get out of this tutorial, we'll be able to start seeing the real gameplay. But for now, it wants me to just beat up all of these freaks. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever played the game all the way through with this color palette, and it's really, really funny.
Explosives are a convenient means of dispatching multiple targets. Use your grenades to blow these freaks to pieces.
If I might hop in here for just a second, Wither, could you explain to us what the Thrusterless percent is all about?
Sure, yeah. So, the thrusters... Oh, wow. I'm getting completely bodied by this. So the thrusters are a bit of DLC which were added later on into the game's lifespan, which allows you to just fly. You get jet boots, basically. And the jet boots, whenever they're fully charged, also give off an EMP blast, which just nukes every nearby freak by you, thereby minimizing all of the grinding for platforming, and also removing a lot of the combat difficulty by just... They basically Omega Lol the whole game for you. So I like to prioritize any percent, not New Game Plus, with no thrusters, as that's the most core experience of this game you can get. The thrusters are in your grenade, and because the DLC is utilized elsewhere in the run, I do use the DLC, so the thrusters are something I could accidentally equip, but I will not be doing that, so sorry. They take up your grenade slot, and you won't even miss a grenade if you have them in your slot instead, because you could just equip a grenade launcher as a primary, and then you would be like infinitely more powerful with than any grenade in the game can give you.
Can we give a shout out to the opening credits sequence? There was a guy named James Cope earlier. Is this like, was that like the only time that you drive a car in the speedrun? I don't remember seeing it again.
I'm not even driving right now. Yeah. So cars are really
Like you got in.
Yeah, I have to, because the helicopter picks us up for this long cutscene with exposition. Cars and driving are a huge aspect of the game, so much so that they have their own skill wheel, which we'll see when we land. But you never actually need to drive anything for the whole run. With some new optimizations, I like to call in the helicopter for some stuff, so I don't have to do some particularly difficult jumps. But as far as like driving a car on the ground, we never really do that. The most I'll do is wait for a car to try and run me over, then I'll edge bug off the car, and then bunny hop to maintain the momentum of almost being hit down the entire street. As far as like actually driving it, this is the closest we're ever gonna get.
And right now, the last working beacon prototype is in cell hands.
Yeah, I definitely respect the any percent category a whole lot, because like the like NG plus and like with the thrusters, you really just kind of do the fights super quickly and end up at the end of the game like really fast, and there's just not a whole lot of routing. Kind of just playing through all the stuff, going through the motions, and that's it. But this category really has the potential for some cool routing. It's like kind of like collectathon-y in the beginning.
It's very collectathon-y.
Like kind of like a little bit like Frontiers almost with the purple coins.
It's kind of like if Rare made Grand Theft Auto.
This is the agency intel
it's like maybe the weirdest sentence I've ever said out loud, now that I think about it. But Banjo cracked.
Cell operatives are heavily guarding the beacon prototype, which makes an airlift impossible.
Yeah, the beginning of this game has a bunch of exposition that we have to get through, but once all this is over with, which
we'll be able to get the prototype out of there in one piece.
Just as this is over with, like just after we do this first message, we'll be done. We'll be done with all the exposition. We can finally like free roam.
Yeah, there's not really too many like kind of cutscene things or whatever. Okay. Like you're not locked very often after this point.
I'm immediately going to be switching out for the AK, as it's way stronger.
Mario with the AK.
In almost every fight, I'll be immediately going for headshots using the auto-targeting because a single headshot will just kill people automatically. If I run out of ammo like that, I'm going to prioritize barrels so I don't have to think too much. But then for a lot of these guys, especially about nowish, I'm going to start going for melee, as I need to upgrade my melee skill as soon as possible. All of my stats are on the left side of the screen at all times, so if you ever want to know what level I am, look at the color of the red dot and let your mind do the rest.
But the fat lady's not singing yet.
If anyone's running away from me a little bit too fast, I can shoot them in the legs, which will knock them over. Then I can go over and finish them off with a melee, which gives me melee skill for that. Now, leveling up melee is super important because every time I level up in melee, I also gain another health bar. Not a white one, which is my overshield, which functions identically to the Halo series, but a new red health bar.
Yeah. It's good stuff. It's pretty funny to just watch you just like punch people. It's like, this is how you update your melee skill in real life, everybody. What? Oh, you should go over the other faction. We didn't talk about the cell yet.
Yeah, we actually, like, if you've noticed, I've been killing like real ass dudes and not zombies. What's up with that? So those are the cell. In Crackdown 1, there was 5 terrorist organizations and gangs working together. And in this game, there's only one. They've all formed together because the agency is just full of really, really bad people. And their goal is to take down the agency and get the cure for the freaks. But our goal is to kill them and prevent them from curing the freaks, as keeping the freaks in the city make sure the government keeps giving us money.
So yeah, I guess spoilers. You kind of like there's no like Deus Ex style plot twist where you join up with like the terrorist team and end up fighting for the greater good. That you were kind of just the good guy the whole time, and you're like this epic, like, American kill those guys, you know, type thing. It's kind of weird because like they just don't address like the other half of it, except in like audio logs. I think, like the other half of the story.
Oh, there's a bunch of audio logs and lore dumps you can find across the map, and they'll go more into detail on a bunch of stuff like this. As I level up in agility, by the way, I'll be explaining the intricacies of how jumping works a lot more. But in the beginning here, a lot of these jumps are really, really difficult because of how severely underleveled I am. Starting off at level 0, you really do feel just like a regular dude trying to run through the city. But by the time we even reach like level 4, I'm going to be so ridiculously powerful compared to a regular person that it's going to be kind of hard to remember when I couldn't jump over a building.
Yeah, I do want to mention, it looks like that we reached $400.
Wow.
Just during the run here, so that's awesome to hear.
Got our first level up, which comes with a cosmetic difference. I've now got a robot suit, and look immediately how much higher I can jump. Just with level 2.
Looks like a Spider-Man 2099 almost.
I'm going to be running around collecting agility orbs, so while I'm doing this, and doing some, general platforming, I've seen we've got a bit of a donation train going, so if our host wants to pop in and talk about that, great time.
Absolutely. Like Dre mentioned, we did in fact break our $400 barrier, so let's hear it for that, gamers. Woo! On top of that, we got a few donations. First one here's from Tempest. Says, "Hey gamers, thanks again for having me with Sega Sonic. Always happy to showcase this hidden gem." On top of that, we got Brandino coming in asking, "Hello, would anyone on this stream happen to know anything about the Sega Dreamcast?" It's a long shot, I know. Funny that this gets read during your bout with her. After that, it's just Tethys coming in with Choo Choo, starting off that donation train. So let's keep that train rolling, people. Remember, this is for the children. This is for Extra Life, supporting Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's a great cause, and what do you have to lose? Give the kids $5. Why not?
Yeah, they'll use it.
They'll use it.
It'll go to a good place.
It will go to a good place. It's an excellent cause, and honestly, just want to say thank you to everyone who has donated so far, and let's keep this train rolling.
There's nothing I would rather be doing right now than playing on someone else's behalf, as some people would call it. Love doing stuff for charity. Glad to be here, Thank you everybody so far who's been donating, by the way. Extra Life as a charity, something that actually means a lot to me specifically. Like, I've definitely had friends and family that have benefit from the charity before, so very glad that the money's going to a good place. But, it's a good thing to talk about while doing all this climbing. Now that I'm level 2, you can see that I'm able to scale a lot of stuff I wasn't able to scale before. A lot of these jumps already look kind of ridiculous. And because I'm at such a high agility, I'm able to also very easily get around without taking fall damage. As you can see, I can kind of cancel fall damage and landing by just pressing about a frame or so before I hit the ground. You can cancel your momentum into almost like a B reverse of sorts into different directions. Like if I jump straight forward here, then hold right before I land, do this, I can then immediately carry that momentum and gain a little bit of extra speed to shoot off in a different direction. This gets more and more ridiculous as I get to higher agility levels and have higher speed and jump higher. The momentum carry in this game is nutty.
So what? So Wither is looking for the agility tokens, but there are I guess there's different grades of it. There's ones of 2 kind of dots on top. I think there's ones with 3, and there's ones with just 1 on top. Mm-hmm. Basically, the ones with 3 dots on the top of it are that one there are some of the better ones. Or I guess the more dots that are on top, They give you more agility power, and Wither will be here for a little while, grinding out the agility, like kind of perk, and yeah, so just routing those in as much as possible is definitely a good way to get through this section faster.
Yeah, this is going
We
to
spend a lot of time on the dock, the dock level in the video game.
We are going to spend a ton of time here because this is where we're going to be getting so many of our points. You are definitely not supposed to spend this much time in this area. How much this orb roading is on the fly? A good chunk of it because I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm going to be honest. A lot of this stuff I'm having to do right now because I've already messed up a couple of the most important jumps and don't want to reclimb. Every time you hear that like doot, doot, doot noise and look at the map and see that green ring, it's because I'm pressing up on the D-pad, which gives me a orb sense. I know where most of the orbs are, but say I get close to this one, I press up on the D-pad, I can see exactly where they are for a second by pressing up on the D-pad. That is something that you only get to know by checking the manual of the game, by the way. That's never actually said anywhere in-game.
And that dude that's like on your on the in-game telephone or walkie-talkie or whatever, he talks a lot. So it's kind of crazy that he never goes into that type of feature. Something that important.
The dude that you hear from all the time is the agency commander. He's kind of an asshole. He just spends most of the game insulting you or just saying like a lot of heinous stuff that makes you kind of not like the government. Almost like they're the bad guy or something. Alright, I'm abandoning this one.
They never like properly address that you might not be playing for the good side at all, as I said. And that's the one thing that irks me about this game, because people I've heard people on Reddit talk about the game and be like, yeah, it's actually a deep story. It's like, well, they never look into it though.
They talk about it a bit in the original, and I guess the insinuation is that you have a lot of that knowledge going into the second one. But let's be real. So few people played the first one. I don't know how many of those people actually came back for the sequel. And you know what, that kind of sucks, because I think these games feel really, really good. The platforming in these games is very fun.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know why it keeps on reminding me of Infamous. I guess that's like a PlayStation 3 exclusive game where you got all the parkour and kind of janky movement.
Actually, I'm going to drive for a bit. Because I got...
Oh, we're driving now. Straight into the water.
Alright, I'm done driving. I just wanted to save a bit of time getting to the harbor here so that I could grab these agility orbs that are on this boat. Once I get to level 3, we're going to be good to actually continue the main objective. But I just wanted to get this out of the way, as it's very imperative that we get to level 3. We can get to level 4 by just grabbing agility orbs throughout the rest of the run. But getting to level 3, at the very least, is really important for even just some of the easy jumps.
Forgive me if you already talked about it, but so basically each agility level makes you run faster and jump higher?
Right, yeah. And it's exponential. So
yeah,
your first level up is only basically a 3 times increase over your jump height and speed. But your next one is 6 times that. So you get... That's why getting to level 3 is so ridiculous. Because getting to level 3 means we can now jump way higher than level 2, and we run way faster. That also speeds up some of your animations, like reloading and crouching, which is pretty important, because if we can't crouch quickly, there is one beacon... Or not beacon, but... absorption unit. That's what those are called. There's one absorption unit that if I can't crouch quickly, I just get absolutely mollywopped and die in less than a second.
Yeah, as far as I could tell, I haven't really played the game before. I'm a PlayStation 3 fellow, but as far as I can tell, you kind of just end up kind of showing up to the places that you need to be And yeah, like you really can get killed in like a couple seconds if if luck is not playing well or playing nice. Just because you show up and there's a ton of enemies around and you're not like super
it's
high
so
leveled or
over.
whatever. Oh no. And guess what, everybody? None of those orbs saved. He has to do it all over again.
Thank God that's not true. Can you imagine how long we'd be here? Alright, I think that I'm gonna go take a step back, just head back to the Cell Stronghold, start working on the main objective. There's a few more orbs I missed at the docking station that I'm just gonna back up on, so we'll still be fine. Yeah, this is why this run is so long. There's a lot of looking at this metal box area. This harbor is pretty important.
Yeah. Let me just copy all the assets again. Oh, we got more harbor. This harbor needs more harbor, I think. That's the one qualm I have about this game.
Yeah, they should have put more harbors in it. There we go, just enough to grab that.
There's also 500 agility orbs in this game.
There is a single metal pole I can just barely graze and get that one, but I missed it because it's really hard to see because it's nighttime. The day-night cycle matters a lot in this game and is always going, even if I pause or like go to the main menu. So it's really annoying to try and see. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Nice.
This one is going to give me a ton of points, so it's really imperative that for these.
Yeah, you got like a few percentage.
Still need 30% more to level up. I think I'm gonna go to the smokestacks, but man, I wonder if I should just start the objective. But I wonder if I start the objective if I walk too far away. It'll stop.
You need like level 4 by the end of the run, or do you just need like level 3?
So, country girls make do. You can get by on level 3, but optimally you would get level 4, but level 4 routing is definitely not marathon safe.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I guess if you like miss a bunch of jumps, then it's not much fun.
Yeah.
But you gotta get up there.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you'll see I'll just stick the landing on a lot of really weird pieces of geometry, which I'm very clearly not supposed to be standing on. Also, if you get near a ledge, the agent does like to just slip in a very comical manner. So you'll see me kind of like backpedal off by just immediately flicking the stick in the other direction quite frequently. But I'm getting really, really close to reaching level 3, and that will be as much as I go for now. These are both level 3 agility orbs. I think I should be at the very least super close. And if that's the case, I might just hold off on finishing it. Oh yeah, I'm so close. Okay. Okay, now it's time to get comical. We're playing Minecraft now. I don't have the strength to pick this up.
Brown bricks?
Hold on. I might be able to... Oh, I can so do that. I can so do that. Okay, wait. There's a truck around here, I think. Wait, can I pick up this trash can? And okay.
Anything you can pick up and throw can be used as a weapon. As your strength increases, you can use more of the environment.
This is what they should have shown at E3. You can pick up a trash can.
No, no, don't fall over. Don't fall over.
I wouldn't want to be in the way of that when you throw it.
I need to get this trash can on top of the other one. Stop!
Havoc physics engine. Let's go.
Alright, fine. I'm going to the fucking main objective. I need to get my strength up. I need to be able to pick up those boxes. This is the longest I've ever gone strength level 1. This has gone very wrong, if you can't tell, but that's okay. We'll be fine.
It's just less time for the other runners tonight. Joking, of course.
Yeah, no, I gave myself a very generous estimate. I do. I have my world record of this category is actually pretty optimized. It has a few major mistakes. I say few. I think it has one major mistake, but that can be once that's ironed out, the run is like really, really good. So yeah, I don't mind being really far off of that. It's been quite a bit since I played this game anyway. Also, if you notice the guns are bleeding purple, don't worry about it. If you're wondering what that is, and you noticed it earlier before I pointed it out, playing this game on the Xbox Series systems, I don't know why, but oh cool, strength level 2, cool. Now I don't gotta worry about that too much anymore.
You'll find you're now capable of lifting heavy objects and even wielding them as weapons.
Yeah, I am bleeding purple, the guns are bleeding purple, and that's happening because of a really bad layer of emulation. I'm sure that plenty of you others have tried playing games on series backwards compatibility. I don't know why some of them are like that. I'm sure somebody...
Yeah, I think Heroes is actually pretty messed up, just even within the Sacer world. As far as I remember, Heroes is pretty messed up even on like the Xbox One.
Alright, am I strong enough to use people as weapons yet? I think I am, okay. So I get extra strength points for decking somebody else with another person. Once I get another level of strength up, I'm going to be able to start using them as weapons.
You smashed Cell's resistance.
So now I get double XP for shooting and throwing somebody. Okay.
And like the whole way the agency guy's just congratulating you. He's like, "Yeah, you throw that guy, you throw that sucker. It's awesome. The other guy,
yeah, choke that bitch.
You don't like him? You don't like that guy? Toss him into someone else."
Okay,
so now we jump in the fence.
I can make it up from here.
Don't turn your back on him for a second. As an extra test of your agility, we've let renegade agility orbs loose.
Oh, okay. Then edge bug up there. Then I can use.
Ooh, that is the slimiest movement I've ever seen in my life.
And oh,
imagine,
yes, dude.
Imagine living there. Just seeing like a 10-foot tall Super Mario guy.
just
jumping on the window, but not through the window.
his little like tootsies, his little pinky toe grabbing onto the window.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you're just like watching TV and you're like, yeah, and they say that the zombies are the freaks.
There we go, agility level 3.
Let's go. We're done with the agility.
We jumped
ridiculously fast.
high now, and now goodbye.
Yeah.
So I'm now going to be teleporting to the first objective. Oh wow, it is nighttime.
Yeah.
So I took such a comically long amount of time on the harbor that it's now nighttime for the main objective. As I said, the day-night cycle is going to be continuing at all times, and at night is when the zombies come out. So because of that, I now have to deal with this. Thankfully, from the get-go, I'm pretty sure you have the agency UV shotgun unlocked. I really hope I'm right about that. And the UV shotgun is used to instantly annihilate a crowd of freaks in one shot.
Stay sharp. The first absorption unit you need to locate is marked on your tracker.
So it doesn't matter that they throw 700 million enemies at you because you can just insta-kill them. Let's see if I have it unlocked. Wow, okay, well...
Or you can just do it to yourself, I guess, too.
I don't even think I have... I have no way to deal with this. This is awesome.
Equipment request received.
Just, like, run a train like COD zombies.
Get used to that smell. As more freaks are reduced to cinders, it's one you're gonna be smelling a lot.
Agility orbs in these games
Heads up, Agent, there's a
kind of feel like
spider
annoying
gate
gatekeeping how the game is supposed to control.
Things are about to
I don't agree. I think they're a fun collectible.
You need
I
to
think
be
you're
out
silly for that
the
opinion. I think you should maybe
Use its
reconsider.
activation controls. Activate the unit
Roasted.
by standing on the control pad set into the ground.
So, what is the primary objective that you're going for now that's not agility orb?
Will go some way
So this is how we actually make gameplay progression. So our goal is to turn on all of these absorption units.
Equipment request
So
received.
I have to stand on the panels,
The second
and that'll turn these on, and then after I've turned on all of them in a nearby system, that turns into a beacon, and the beacons are like tower defense boss
HUD has
fights.
been updated
And
with
once those
location of
beacons are
users.
detonated, that's like the end of that part of the map. As you can see, we're going to be passing by so many agility orbs. There are 500 of them in this game.
More hearts and minds on our side.
I'm going to be trying to take out as many people as possible with grenades.
They just let some intern go wild with the asset generator. They're just like, yeah. So why do you I just want to know, why do you like
Expect imminent
ragdoll whenever you're teleporting?
Because it's funny. Well, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually killing myself. I have there's a soft lock prevention
Brag
button,
about it.
which is what we're using. If you get stuck somewhere, you're supposed to press the extraction button. So I'm using that and then taking advantage of the fact that I can respawn anywhere in the city that I want.
Cell scum, no mercy.
Oh, that
Good
grenade's a
game.
little close. Huh, okay, that's fine. Every time I respawn, of course, I'm given max ammo.
With those 3 absorption units activated, we can now deploy the first beacon. The first beacon is ready to be deployed at the power
This
station.
one's probably
Make
close.
your way to the location marked on your tracker.
Opposite direction. Okay. So I'm now going to be heading to the first beacon, and once I'm done with this first beacon, I will be, gaming. We'll be completely set to our own devices and allowed to take on the city in any way we want. Now, I've routed this a few times, and I've come up with like a basically super easy mode baby route that I'll be taking for this run. But don't worry, we'll still see some cool stuff. Hopefully, nothing too disastrous will happen, but sometimes the mistakes in this game are really, really, really hard to recover from, as these beacon battles can take a really, really, really long time. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
This place is crawling.
If you didn't know where to go, there was a big white ribbon that was.
Before this situation gets ugly.
This gun is the Agency UV shotgun. Whenever I shoot it, everything in front of me that is a freak dies instantly.
Probably left behind
So
in previous attempts to
metal.
clear out the lair. Scavenge what you can. It might come in useful. Freaks, Agent. Pissed and headed your way.
You can do this to people as well. They don't die, they just ragdoll. But most of the time, fall damage in this game is so rough, it just kills them anyway.
Detonates. Keep your distance, Agent. These freaks ooze acid, and they're not afraid to...
If there's any freaks like this that are running at me that are separate from a large crowd, I'll be meleeing them to try and build my strength.
Dispatch them quickly.
But if there's ever a large crowd, I will always be shooting them, because the UV shotgun doesn't get unlocked until firearm level 2. So I really want to get that unlocked. And I do get firearm points for shooting them with the UV shotgun.
So is your general plan of attack just kind of use the most overpowered weapon until it runs out or something?
Well,
Or like use the best weapon you have?
kind of. I definitely need specific weapons for some of the later beacons. The UV shotgun, whenever you spawn with it, has like nigh infinite ammo. So you don't really need to worry about ammo that much. But whenever we get into the ridiculous ones, where I've got to start fighting Titan Freaks, which are like the size of buildings, and they start throwing multiple of those at me at one time, I need to have explosive weapons, otherwise I don't stand a chance in hell of even finishing it, or sometimes even surviving. Like, later ones, I have a huge chance of dying. So, my goal right now is just use the UV shotgun, because it does this, that, to crowds of freaks. It reloads fast, has a ton of ammo. It's the best thing to deal with crowds. They haven't been sending that many at me, but I start having to deal with a lot at once later on. And then whenever we start getting to the harder ones, I need to balance a UV shotgun with an explosive, or decide to run a double explosive and try not to kill myself. You do double damage to yourself with all explosives in this game, and they all cause you to pinwheel and ragdoll. Also, this game has teching, like from platform fighters. There's a lot of enemies in this game which cause a hard knockdown state, and if you're in hard knockdown, you have like a 2-frame window to tech. If you don't tech, then you can get reset forever. It's like Smash 4 footstools.
That... surprisingly kind of deep.
That's the cool thing about this game, is that it's definitely not balanced for one player. It's balanced for co-op, but doing it one player turns into this weird technical mess of stuff you just have to learn to be able to do it without grinding.
Hang in there.
You want to... Would you like to hear the reason verbatim why they didn't include couch co-op in this game?
Sure.
1 second. I just need to find... it was... 1 second, I gotta find it. But basically, they said... it would have taken a half day of work for something that only a tiny percentage of gamers will ever use. So so many families out there, or two friends who, hang out in real life, missed out on couch co-op in this wonderful game because someone didn't want to do a half day's worth of work. I just... And that's included in the Wikipedia article for the game. This has been the primary portion of my research. I watched WitherMin's run on 2x speed and tried my best to understand, and then I read the Wikipedia article, and now I know everything there is to know about this game. The only other thing I knew about this game prior was a clip of Michael Jones from Rooster Teeth rage quitting at this game. He gets really mad. He's chasing one of the flying collectibles or whatever.
Renegade agility orbs, yeah.
Take part in these to boost your driving skills. Driving renegade orbs are tracked in the agency intel console.
Yeah, I feel like gaming is just not, in the not Nintendo world, it's just not on the couch as much anymore. People got their own. They just expect everyone to buy a Series S or whatever, I don't know. So that they can play together. I do miss the 7th gen couch co-op games. Me and my friends used to play MW3 a whole lot, and Black Ops 2 Zombies, and even Ghosts Extinction mode or whatever. But yeah, this game would have been one that I would have really liked, I think, if I had an Xbox 360.
Dinosaurs or something? I don't know what that one was. But yeah. I think this game is fantastic. I think a lot of people would really have liked it had they actually had the chance to play it. I will say, if anybody owns any Xbox platform, if you have a 360, a One, a Series, the entire Crackdown series, except for Crackdown 3, because of Crackdown 3's really horrible reception, was made free because Microsoft has no plans to do anything else with the series. So if you have an Xbox, download this game. It's very fun, and, if you have an Xbox, you basically already paid for it. Oh, I missed.
Is the online still up? The co-op?
Oh yeah, you can still do the co-op. Me and Ethmar actually
cool.
Are planning on doing 360, or planning on doing co-op speedruns at some point.
That's cool. Shout out to Ethmar. the ragdolling is kind of funny every time.
Yeah, Crackdown 3 is on Game Pass, but as far as like 1 and 2 are just free without Game Pass. Like they're just free for anybody that owns the platform. So this is a lot of that. This is a big example of me using
this is
geometry
awesome.
to climb.
I love these parts. It's so good.
And because the ledge grabbing stuff is dynamic and not manually programmed onto every building, some of these ledges and like jutting out pieces of rock, you can actually ledge grab, which is so cool. Just about able to get up here. Oh, okay. I've got to be able to land on something. Right there. Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
No death. That's good.
Okay. Let's reevaluate this. Let's see. Where am I? I can climb this. I can so climb this. You know what? Let's reevaluate again. We're going to go more to the right. Carry the momentum. Hit this green spot. Okay, I now see the path.
Yeah, I think you're way over to the right in the run that I watched earlier.
I'm so dead. All right. Whoops.
Whoops.
Let's see. How about we reevaluate that one? Let's start this from the beginning. You know what? This is here.
Fully manned, the agency squad chopper is a deadly flying fortress, carrying up to 4 agents.
No need to climb if you have helicopter.
And it can even lay a blanket of proximity mines.
I have to be really careful with the helicopter because this thing is like made of paper. If anyone shoots it in just the right spot, it instantly explodes, which kills me. And if I jump out of it at the wrong time, the agent jumps straight into the blades like a fucking idiot. So I die instantly.
As your firearm skills improve, you'll gain access to new equipment. The next time you use a landing zone to request...
I got firearm skill inside the helicopter? That's sick. Okay. Well, we now have access to the UV shotgun. I'm going to be spawning with that from this point forward. Shut up.
New reaction gift just dropped.
Yeah, so the way that I go about routing this game from this point forward is I just go for all the absorption units, and then I turn back around later to grab the beacon. I want to go ahead and get all of these out of the way first, because then I can focus on the freaks. Deal with the humans, then deal with the freaks. That's the easiest way I've been able to consider, or I've been able to figure out doing this. Game really wants me to fight people, but I'm just going to pretend they're not there. And most of the time, it works out. Idiot. This one gets blocked. I need to go and deal with this. That's right. Did anybody drop a grenade launcher? No. You got one? Nope, get out of my way.
Follow the emission from the unit and see what's up.
So sometimes these get blocked, and it's a story thing. So for me to deal with this, I'm just going to try and lob a grenade from down here. I think that should be just enough. Now I overshot it. Okay.
No. That should be good.
Let's go.
Chain explosives together to create awesome explosions. The power beam is through, Agent. But that structure wasn't there by accident. This is Cell's handiwork.
Okay, so that's another beacon ready. I'm going to go for this one on the road now. So this absorption unit is in a really, really weird place. It's on a bridge. So for me to get to it, I do need to like walk on a highway for a bit. So my options are either walk on the highway or yank someone out of a car.
A beacon is being readied for
So depending on what kind of luck we get when we get to the road, we'll figure out what I plan on doing. Should be able to get up by just launching off that rock. Cool. And there's a truck here that's just chilling. So, thanks, buddy.
The dude's still on the turret. What's he gonna do? Shoot you? He really just stood there, huh? He's like,
All right.
fuck. He's right there. He's driving, man.
Well, that worked out really well.
This unit is dead, Agent. But it's nothing a little activation won't fix.
I'm gonna shoot that guy in the legs just because it's funny.
This unit is fully active.
I wonder how, like, you know, these people's kids feel. But like, yeah, your dad got rinsed, just like.
This is Unity Heights.
Oh, this place is called Unity Heights. I don't think most people are a big fan of this place as of recent days.
The relevant tactical locations.
What heights? Unity Heights? Oh, that was a topical joke. Oh. Ooh. Call up Amy Schumer with that one.
What?
I don't know.
Okay, so this is one of those that says you need agility level 4 to be able to get it. I don't, not that I don't think, I know that's not true, but the way to get up there without level 4 is pretty annoying. So we're going to be doing that.
Are there cheat codes in this game? Could you just like cheat yourself to level 4?
There are cheat codes, but it is considered a different category.
Oh, there's a cheat percent. We love the cheat percent. So is this game made in Unity?
No.
Is that why they made it free, so that they can just... I don't know why the company would make it free. No, this is not Unity.
They made
You can tell because it loads fast.
Damn. They made it free after Crackdown 3 launched and everyone hated it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a real Postal 3 moment.
This is where you edge bug off of, right there.
Sweepy, I never knew you were 10 foot tall. And fit into this mecha suit.
So the way that you actually climb this is by using a glitch with the aiming system. You want to gain a bit of momentum, and then you want to shoot and look up. And doing that will actually extend your
Cell withdraw to their strongholds at night, Agent.
your grab reach, so you can just barely make it up.
Is it the one framer?
It is a one framer. It is really tough. Oh,
And I think it's
my
60
God.
frames, isn't it?
This game is 60 frames. Yep.
Yeah, that's fun. Point, like what, 1.5? 0.15, I mean.
To give myself some room. I think I have to look all the way up. Ah, okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try circling around and see if I can get to the easier bit, but I don't think I can. So I might, if there's no jagged... Hold on a sec.
Oh? Now you can do it from here, I guess.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Oh! You can see the dream! You can see the dream! I got so
It's
close.
happening. It's so close, that one jump. Oh, I like that jump.
I need so much momentum. No! Okay.
Returning a new
Okay.
weapon to a
That could have
landing
been-
zone adds it to
That
the
could have been
agent's
bad.
arsenal. That weapon will then be available for selection in future weapons drops.
Do the jump. And the agency dude chimes in during the jump shenanigan.
Dude, come on. I need to maintain my full speed without losing height, which is like so fucked.
Yeah.
Why didn't you grab it, dude? You so could've. He's trying.
Dude. He's Super Mario's trying his best.
Mario!
This is truly the canonless of Crackdown 2.
Oh my god, dude. This is a lot closer to like
Whenever Punkcase said that no other game besides Mario 64 has like the amount of difficulty in the speedrunning context, he didn't see this game. This jump, this is the hardest thing in speedrunning history.
Oh my god, okay.
Vaporwave music plays now.
I might just give up, honestly. I'm gonna give it like one more shot. Oh, hold on.
Oh my
hold
god.
On.
The dream is there. It's a tight jump.
It might be time for the helicopter bros.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's a helicopter moment. But we ragdolling on the way down. He hit the gritty on the...
Keep your weapon close at hand and stay out of the shadows, and you might just see daybreak. Your tracker has been updated with this stronghold's tactical location.
I don't want this to be near me at all. Go away.
These have been designed specifically to combat freaks, but their effects are limited.
Alright.
It's the one moment I looked away too.
You missed the funniest thing I've ever seen.
No way you can reach that absorption unit. Our projections indicated
No!
better to get there.
Did you just get like glass? Yeah, you're never gonna believe this. This is how your dad died.
It happened again!
You really just like... I gotta check the back first. Alright, we're in the front now. We going up there.
This game is fucking sick. This is why I love this game so much. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
Acme helicopter drop in.
Hold on. Okay, this time I swear I won't blow up.
This unit needs is some loving
I'm here.
motivation, and it's
Oh,
Get out of the
didn't get
fucking way!
played.
Move!
Yeah, this game needs like a gravity gun almost.
Alright, well, they've been dealt with.
Get those fellas out of there.
Oh, wait.
I saw a
Hey,
guy do this in a toothpaste ad once, and the helicopter just drop. I mean,
done and done.
okay, I'm about to go on one hell of a tangent.
Okay.
Select your drop point.
I just from helicopter dropping in. So, me and my girlfriend, we've been watching like Survivor from season 1, and in the second episode, this old fella, he's like in his 60s, he has a private helicopter and he wants to quit the game because he hates all the young people that don't do the work.
He's kind of based.
And he wants to quit the game, and he wants to call his private helicopter to Malaysia to take him back to America.
He's no longer based.
And production won't let him do it. So he's like, fine, I'll just get voted out then. And he goes and gets voted out. But imagine if he called his private helicopter and just dropped in like that. What would...
You motherfucker! I was just trying a platform.
Agent, your health is low. I suggest
like, I hate all these young people not working.
Boom.
Sorry, it's such a long lead up to... Yeah, imagine calling a private helicopter over the entire Pacific Ocean. I'm coming home! Honey, I'm coming home tonight.
Oh my...
I've called a private helicopter.
Alright, I'm fine. Anyway, that's the grenade launcher, so I'm going to be getting one of those pretty soon. That's going to lead to some shenanigans.
The red pill versus blue pill of this game, the blue pilled is doing the random jumps up the wall, like just on the geometry, and then the red pill is helicopter.
Wait up, Agent. Problem with its power beam.
Oh wait, I actually need the grenade launcher. Hopefully it's still there. Motherfucker. Okay.
Oh, are there just like random weapon drops? I thought they're all off of enemies and like
They are
in the
all
menu.
enemies. If you didn't notice, I just got lit up by a dude.
Mm. Oh yeah, get that metal
Smash it to
thing.
bits. Nicely done, Agent. The power
They're really blocking the signal with tinfoil, huh?
Okay. So I think my next absorption unit is like
Whoa, that blue boy coming!
right there. Yep. This is the correct one. One didn't just get activated by the thing, right? Nope. Cool. Really glad that this city built all their windows at exactly jumpable height.
Oh my god, this game is so endearingly 7th gen. Nothing. Oh, you gotta get. Ooh, get him! Look at these machine gun guys. It's like they got like leaf blowers.
Yeah, they're just sitting there trying to mow me down, but that's okay. I could just tell them goodbye. People inside the window just hear like a yahoo faintly outside.
Yeah.
As the
Bing, bing,
agent
wahoo.
passes by.
Now you need to
2 a.m. You hear bing bing wahoo.
Locations being sent to you now. I won't wish you luck. You don't need it. We need to get a beacon to the comm center. You need to head for the location.
Do you think like when Mario's moving into a new apartment and has to take the furniture up the stairs, he just BLJs the couch?
What do you mean? How would he bring that upstairs then?
He's carrying the couch with like his hands, and then he just like rears up, and then start. I'm doing the action of my chair right now for some fucking reason. He rears up and he goes. He does the first jump with the couch in hand, and then he just keeps increasing in speed with the weight of the couch, you know, and he's able to carry it up the stairs.
I'm so distracted. I'm doing the wrong thing. Just trying to process what the fuck you're saying. I'm so lost.
Dude, he's carrying the couch with his hands, and he starts to BLJ. You're 69 meters away. Oh, now you're 70.
Okay, hold on.
Now you're 71.
How do I... So sometimes if you're in too tight of a space, the agent will actually just lose his jump squat, which is what's happening to me right now. I just don't have jump squat sometimes. So the second I turn around, I keep losing my jump squat, so I can't actually make this jump, which is so stupid. I need to go up the damn stairs.
Not taking the stairs. It is healthier that way.
This should increase my agility.
I agree. This is a lot of stairs. Imagine trying to move into an apartment here. And then you move in, and your first night you just see some blue and red motherfucker jumping on the windows, and you're like, God damn it!
Not here too.
Yeah, I moved to get away from these hoodlums.
Imagine you're Italian, and you just see another red and blue guy making weird noises, jumping outside.
Yeah, you'd probably say, Mamma Mia! Haha.
Is there anything I can grab onto on that side? There so is. It's so time. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna be able to make it up here.
The relevant tactical locations are
I'm gonna YOLO this, and it's gonna work. And you're all gonna be so impressed.
There's a
There's
person
nothing.
down there. He doesn't
There's
like
just
that.
nothing on the wall. It was just nothing. No, not the grabbable ledges.
The poor intern ended up having to go to a meeting and stop making assets for that particular wall.
But right next to it, right where I missed
No,
it.
I was just about to finish up, and the boss is like, nah. You conference room right now.
Oh my god.
You added how many agility orbs?
What do you mean you added
What the
300
fuck?
more?
And you didn't source control any of it? I guess they're staying in then.
Oh, whoops, goodbye.
Oh.
Spread to the streets to take
Oh,
control of the citizens.
nice form.
This leaves
Great
our
grab.
stronghold less defended than at night.
Okay, so what if I climb to the top of this nearby building and then jump over? Surely, nothing will go wrong. Okay. We're gonna make it. Yes, we've made it to the grabbable ledges. If I just did this last time, we would be done with this section already. Isn't that crazy? Alright.
Sorry, I just had nothing to say.
Oh no.
Oh. Fury G power. Oh, there's the
Why are you here? Get out of
why
my
the
life.
police pulling up in a ricer? Yeah, the police all got 1995 Honda Civics in this world. They pulled up with fart cannon mufflers that are louder than the sirens.
I'm taking the helicopter. Just for my own sanity. Oh wow, look at how good I am at platforming.
I'm telling my kids this was Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm alive. Okay. You know what? You are not.
Get him.
I think that you can live. You just have to survive this. Whoops. His knee just... I didn't realize that his knee mattered so much to him.
Yeah, it's me after leg day.
Done and done. This unit is good to go.
Alright, well that absorption unit is over. We're gonna head over
That's
to
good.
this one. This one now, yep. Oh, this one's
You
fun.
could say that absorbed a unit of time. Oh, we're in Radical Highway now, by the way.
Watch out, Agent. Turreted weapon fire can be deadly.
Oh, it's like Mushroom Bridge and Radical Highway.
This is really hard, by the way. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
No!
Peacekeeper
It's me playing Radical Highway.
If you continue to target them, they won't think twice about returning fire.
So, it hasn't been articulated yet, but just so that you know, if you get shot, you get pushed. So it's kind of like that Mario Party 1 minigame. Where you're like on the bridge and people shoot you with a cannonball. It's like that. But with 1,000 cannonballs that are all hit scan.
Oh, you're so close to the death. Oh, you got another health bar, never mind.
If I get up here and someone has a rocket launcher, I'm gonna laugh because I'm gonna die instantly. I'm so sick.
Hey, bye. Alright, I'm a head out.
They died? Okay.
Nice job. This unit is now up and running.
Okay.
Select your drop point, Agent.
Yeah, if you can't tell, part of why I run this game is because it's very comedic.
Yeah, it's incredibly endearing. I feel like back in the I feel like in a retrospective way, I feel like I don't know, I can kind of like appreciate this game a whole lot. Like maybe back in the day it was just kind of like a whatever game, but now it's like, yeah, this got that funk.
This is gaming. It's like, you know, to try and not sound too much like a boomer. They really don't make them like this anymore.
Yeah, they don't. Everyone's too good at making video games now.
That's part of the
You know what I mean? Like they're or like I don't know how to put it. Like a lot of AAA games come out and they're like real glizzy with it, you know?
They're real, huh?
I don't know, like they no glitches or glitches aren't funny, you know what I mean? Like it's like very much like you can kind of just I don't know how to put it. Like not like this, not janky.
Yeah, people are just too good at making games. I think it's a good way to articulate it, I think. It's like I appreciate games that got like a little bit of problematic shit with them. Like, okay, maybe not problematic, don't cancel me. But maybe just like they don't function 100% as intentional. And that's part of the charm. That's part of like why this game works. Can you imagine if this game was polished? This game would kind of suck.
Oh yeah, it would be Far Cry 6.
Yeah. And like
that's the example but I just couldn't. That's the example I'm thinking of in my brain, but I can't figure out how to articulate that. It's just too polished. You know what I mean? You need a little jank. And long loading times and bloom. You know, every game needs this again.
Every game.
I think the Gollum video game had a lot of bloom.
I don't normally helicopter straight to absorption units, but this one doesn't have a nearby extraction point. It's also not fun at all to get to, so I'm just going to Omega Lol this one. Gonna come down for a landing here.
Burns, doesn't it? You better find a way of putting out
nice landing.
or you'll continue to take damage.
All right, we're gonna try that again. I am good at this game, by the way. I promise. How long?
You all want to hear something really cursed?
Sure.
Wither is playing. So on the stream, you see a 16:9 game.
Yeah.
But Wither is not playing in 16:9.
That is true. I am playing on a 4:3 monitor, so I am. The aspect ratio that I see is stretched, or it's 16:9 compressed into a 4:3 image. You get the full widescreen display, but I don't.
Like whenever Tethys goes live on Sacer Sides, playing SATX. Why? I think it's because the monitor that Wither's playing on has zero lag, or like significantly less lag than a TV.
Yeah, I have no lag whatsoever. Plus, this is also just the display I already stream with. So I just told my Xbox to output in 720p, and my monitor's like, yeah, I can take that.
You know, you might be the only person on the planet playing this game on a Dell 4x3 monitor at this moment. You ever think that? Like, you know how like whenever like a survey comes out or something like that, and it says 20% of people in your city are like this, and you're like, that's me. They could say there is one person on the planet right now playing Crackdown 2 on a 4x3 Dell monitor, and it's me. That's me.
Is it a
you could say that.
We don't need to like talk specifics. You know, we don't need to bring more light onto the table. Let's whatever you want it to be. Let's say that. That's what it is. But I could do you one better. I probably am the only person on the planet playing Crackdown 2 right now at all. let alone in 4x3.
Yeah, I guess Xbox doesn't really keep those stats. Like if it was a Steam game, I'd be like, I'm looking this up right now. But nope, not the case.
I think
you may be right. If only there was couch co-op. If only they spent the half day of work to make it. Maybe there'd be people out there playing it.
I really don't want to deal with this rocket launcher guy. He can go. This sniper rifle lady. Should I shoot her or the barrel?
Dude, I just think it's kind of messed up that you're killing all these people. Like, for what? To what end? You know? Okay.
Don't worry, I'll also shoot this barrel. Oh, what if I throw the grenade at it? Hold on, wait. Do I need to unblock this one? Nope.
This unit is now fully operational.
Goodbye forever, said the player. Just kidding. I'm back, and there's a bunch of freaks down here.
Oh yeah, because I'm at agility level 3, a bonus you get at this agility level that you actually lose at 4, that has only come into play a singular time, which is why I'm talking about it now, because I just used it, is that I can jump off of people.
And they just, like, removed it? That's a regression of use. I think the agency should do a little better.
At level 4, you start jumping so high that people typically turn to pace when you jump near them. Oh, this is gonna suck. I need this person dead. Alright, I'm fine now.
I like how the guys with the machine guns saw you walk up and just keep shooting, like, this'll go well, and then it doesn't for them. Like, you're so immensely powerful in this game.
Oh, if you see that over there, that's an Xbox Live orb. It's like an agility orb, but it gives you every stat, but you can only have them. You can only grab them if you have friends. Because I don't have any friends, I can't grab those. Friendship is power.
This unit is fully activated and working like a charm. Good working.
Nice backflip. Great form.
Whether do you want to talk about it? Like,
no.
Okay. I'm not like a registered therapist or anything. But I'm here to listen if you need it. Squeefy in the chat said that they're gonna download the game just to prove us wrong.
What is this?
It appears to be a rock formation. Oh. The intern fucked up again.
That's awesome. I've never seen that before.
Can't believe they added grass texture to the air.
Oh, okay, what I just did was actually super technical, so let me explain that. Whenever you're jumping, you kind of have, like, your jump kind of, like, progresses with your momentum, but if you turn around in the air, you don't have a lot of air control. You don't have air control, but you can control your air speed. And the direction the agent is facing actually matters a lot. So what I just did was I kept my full speed by jumping up, like jumping while holding forward. Then I touched a piece of glass and I like spun in the air. So what that did was that like my speed got slowed down, but my height was still increasing because I was like grinding my head up against the ceiling. So I got shot around the thing I was stuck on and able to ledge grab it.
That's pretty cool. Does this game have like a Discord, or are you just like kind of figuring this out on your own?
This game has no Discord. And almost everybody that ran the game never had it as their main speed game, and they all disappeared. So almost everything in this game that's known is just stuff that I've free-handed by playing it. Honestly, and this is going to be kind of funny, it's a lot of stuff that either I know or that my dad found. So a lot of the tech in this game that I utilize is stuff that I remember seeing my dad do when he was playing this game casually.
That's honestly kind of wholesome. Not gonna lie.
This is probably the hardest absorption unit in the game, by the way.
Yeah, I wonder why. like me at the family function. Me at the family function after I say something mildly controversial. It's true. It's true that the touch for gaming tech definitely runs in the family in this case. That's crazy. That's so cool that like you kind of like learned stuff off of like members of your own family. It's all like those types of stories are always super cool because like sometimes you only hear about that in like early speedrunning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
I guess the game is early on.
And my dad would use the helicopter to get to places a lot and just like break shit. Because there's a helicopter you can actually get in the base game without utilizing the DLC, but you're not supposed to be able to get to it until like post game. And my dad found an extremely technical jump setup to get past the gate that you're not supposed to be able to get to until like max level. So he started like just using the helicopter to start breaking the game like ultra early into it.
The drop zone location is being sent to you now.
But he also thought it was boring to fly around with the helicopter, you know, because he's sick. So he didn't really use it that much.
The beacon's ready to be deployed at the old research center. Make your way to the location marked on your tracker. Heads up, Agent. There's a spike in freak activity.
So would you call this game challenging, or is it just kind of as challenging as you make it? Almost.
I think that casually, especially like if it's your first playthrough, this game, because you gotta keep in mind, I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, which lowers the damage of everything in this game by like half. This game is obnoxiously difficult, in my opinion. But once you've played it a lot, and you just really understand how the climbing works, like me decimating that mountain I just climbed, you just kind of get it after a while. Like, it just kind of makes sense. I don't think anything about this game is inherently intuitive. This is a crazy pickup here, actually. But once you, like, understand it, this game opens up so much. Good night, Sly. So, this absorption unit is very important, as it's one of the very few where I'm actually going to bother to do a fight near it. There's a tactical location right on top of me, which is that cell unit right there. And that little cell symbol is a fight we're going to trigger, because if we do this fight, we'll be able to store the weapons that we find in this area and use them anytime we respawn. That's massive, because the weapon I'm using right now is the strongest gun in the game. I can find a really powerful grenade, which I also just so happen to stumble across right now. And also, everybody here is going to be using a form of grenade launcher and a form of rocket launcher. The grenade launchers are harder to aim, but they do more damage. So I'll be taking a grenade launcher, and now I just have to win this fight, basically. And if I die, then all this progress is going to be for nothing, and all the good weapons are going to despawn. So I have to do this fight perfectly, and I do not have room for error. And as you can see by those red lines, that's how many people I have to kill for this fight to be won successfully. Those grenades can all, like, one-tap me, by the way. Rockets don't do nearly as much, but the grenades are extremely dangerous. And they can just chuck them. All of the AI don't have to reload. And they all have bottomless clips. I have to make sure I don't run out of ammo either, because if I run out of ammo, then it doesn't matter if I have the weapon. I can't store it. So I'm being really cautious with everything I do right now. But I should be just about okay. Ow! Okay, that got really bad. I got hit right in the face with the grenade launcher. Yeah, I need to get one more kill, and then I have to just survive past all this. This is huge. Getting this done right now is really huge. I also got an explosive buff, which is going to give me invincibility for a little bit, and it's going to make sure that some, I'm going to have some new grenades when I respawn, which are going to be slightly better than the standard ones. But all I need to do now is touch this, and now I can respawn with the Mach HMG 120 and the grenade launcher. This is great! So now, no matter what, I can spawn with the two most powerful weapons in the game, anywhere. It doesn't really matter when I do that, so I like to just do it naturally as I get to that absorption unit. But it's imperative that I get it done before I start going for the beacon. The beacons are the only real way to progress the game. But you only get to beacons by doing absorption units, and I want to do all the absorption units before I get to the beacon. With the grenade launcher, I can go ahead and take this out in advance too. So whenever I do get to the absorption unit that gets blocked by that, that's already now opened up in advance, so that saves me from a bunch of backtracking later.
Yeah, sorry I didn't talk for that fight because I figured it was a focus time, so I didn't do any of my whips or whatever. Are there any like health pickups or anything, or is it just kind of like just hope?
If you the only way that you can get health back in this game is don't get shot for 15 seconds. So you just have to win every fight you get into, basically. Which is also why I don't pick that many of them, especially against people with explosives. Because no matter what, no matter how much health you get, explosives are the only damage type in the game which you never get protection from.
Now it's just a matter of activation.
Yeah, I'm good now though. You know, I've got my main weapons. I've got everything I need for the rest of the run. Now it's just going to be a bunch of cleanup. This should activate with no issue. Normally this one requires a bit of backtracking.
Nicely done, Agent. The power beam is now shining through uninterrupted.
Yep.
Fine work, Agent. This unit is now fully operational.
I gotta say, I did definitely get held up for a bit, but this run has been going pretty well. Now, Crackdown 2 is a very cool game with a ton of really interesting routing and a lot going on. So it's really cool to be able to play this game and show it off. I know it's definitely not a game people typically think of as a speed game, but I love it. I think it's very fun and leads to a lot of comedic moments. It doesn't matter how routed or optimized this game gets. Something terrible is always going to happen, and it will always be funny.
Yeah, like this game is actually kind of cool because there's a surprising amount of tech for like a 7th gen game. I think maybe stereotypically a lot of 7th gen games end up being kind of just like playable cutscenes.
Yeah.
And with not a lot of tech, just kind of get through it as fast as possible. Maybe with some strategies, but like it's not like the early 3D games where like there's a ton of tech because it's so janky and broken. This game kind of has like a good amount, a good helping of like strange jankness that is super nice to see. It's kind of crazy that there wasn't like that this didn't have as much of a following as it did in the speedrunning community, but it might have been because it was relatively unpopular when it was released.
Yeah, despite being a Microsoft first-party game, relatively unpopular, and also anything that's kind of stuck on the 360 is something that people don't really do. Like the original Xbox has a bunch of active speed games, like the Battle for Bikini Bottom and SpongeBob movie game. But as far as like games stuck on 360, a lot of games stuck on 360 don't have a very active scene, especially ones that don't run on emulator. That's the most damning thing about this game, is that it doesn't run on any form of scene.
Unit's operational agent, but the power beam it's emitting is being blocked.
It's yeah, like a lot of 360 games have the activity problem, but at least this one you can actually get onto the onto the series consoles at all, because stuff like Sonic 06, which is just stuck on a 360, and it's kind of crazy that even has like, I mean, that has like emulator and also PlayStation 3, which can be soft modded and all that stuff. But yeah, it's the other game that I'm thinking of that has like that's stuck on the 360 is a Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That one has got such an activity problem, but it's one of the coolest speed games out there. It just is stuck on a 360 because it loads faster, and it has to run off of RTA, because I think there's things you can do within loading screens. I can't quite remember. I asked the question in the stream before. I just don't remember the answer. But yeah, I guess it kind of is the state of affairs of the speedrunning community, because with the Xbox 360, I think like the only way to be able to kind of play like backups or whatever is through JTagging it, which I think is like modifying the motherboard itself, which in general, or like conductive paint or something like that. Like I think in general, modifying hardware is a little bit more of a no-no with the speedrunning community. It's out there. With the Dreamcast, there's the GDMU. With the Xbox, you can replace your hard drive. PlayStation 2, you can use OPL. But I think the method of getting backup running on a 360 is just so less accessible than a lot of other consoles out there. So yeah, it just is the way it is, I guess.
You guys mind if I interject here really quick?
Sure. I've only got 2 more units left to go, so we've got plenty of time.
Very cool, because we just had a $35 donation from the Mimic that asks, is this Halo? Is this game Halo? Which brings us to $450 out of our $500 goal on day 1. Let's go. So, if you guys want to see us hit that $500 goal, you can donate. Remember, this is in support of a good cause. This is for Extra Life, in support of Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. It's a good cause, and hey, listen, the commentary has been top-notch. Watching this game has been very entertaining so far. You got me with that.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's what I mean. It's been such a hype event, and let's push it even further, everybody. Oh, also, we got a raid from Venom, so shout-outs to that.
Yeah, shout-outs to Venom.
Shout-outs to Venom the GOAT. Thanks for the raid, Buster.
Now you need to deploy the beacon at the heart of a
Venom taught me Tails' story. Not like in a call, but using the tutorial. The tutorial is just that good.
A beacon is ready to be deployed at the health and fitness complex.
So I was trying to shoot that guy with the grenade launcher, and I just whiffed and shot myself.
Oh, here comes the copter.
I almost died, and that would have been really funny. Thankfully I didn't. So we're going to use the copter to avoid this entire maze. You're supposed to start there and then work your way through this labyrinth full of like mini bosses basically. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to fly here.
Or you can just fly there. Oh. I love the bounce, like the anxiety-inducing bounce that you get
so
as you reach the
terrifying.
ground. Like, they just, like, forgot to give the helicopter weight. Like,
It has no landing gear. Which is, like, so terrifying. Every time I come down, I think I'm gonna die. Because sometimes that bounce does kill you.
oh yeah, that is the most anxiety-inducing bounce.
Okay, so we now have every single beacon active. No more absorption units. I'm going to be working backwards. I'm going to start from the left and work my way to the right. These beacons are our primary objectives. Clearing out all of these will be the end of the game. These are the hardest section of the game. I'm going to be starting off with some of the more manageable ones, and then it's going to get very, very hard, very, very quickly.
Yeah, you pretty much just, like, fight your way out, right?
These are more of a tower defense. So,
Yeah.
the beacon has a health bar, and any specific freak that's targeting the beacon is going to have a thing pop above their head, being like, hey, take them out now. The thing is, not all the ones that are targeting the beacon actually have that thing. So what I want to do is I want to get to some high ground with this machine gun, the only gun in the game that does damage to freaks really besides the UV shotgun. I want to just mow down anything that gets close, and this is going to be our first cave with a super freak. So there's one of them now. Those guys are devastating. They deal so much damage. They basically walk around with shotguns. And they are projectile based, so they can hit me too, which is really annoying. They also put me into heavy knockdown if they hit me with their shot. They can also put me into heavy knockdown by just tripping me, which they can run up and do. Thankfully, I was able to tech that one, so I didn't get knocked down. You're going to start seeing here, this is where a lot of the game, being designed around co-op is going to get a lot more noticeable, because there is so much to manage as a single person.
Quick question, just because I'm curious. You're throwing a lot of explosives around that beacon. It looks like you can't damage it in any way, is that correct?
I can, but it's worth it for me to just risk dealing damage to it, because my explosives don't do that much damage to the beacon, but like 3 freaks on it is just devastating. You'll see that whenever I shoot an explosive at it, the beacon will flash red, because that's indicating some self-damage, but I don't even care, because I just need to get them off of it.
Gotcha.
Thankfully at this point, as long as I don't die, I should be okay. I'm going to start working on strength now. Just spend the rest of the time punching any random freak. Because I don't think it's possible for me to lose this one unless I like really give up.
Heads up. The beacon's taking damage.
What's that icky paint-like goop on the
moving.
ground?
That is sludge. And that is like super toxic. It does a ton of damage to me. And also, much like everything else in this game at this point, puts me into heavy knockdown. So if I start taking damage from any sort of acid, then I have to jump cancel. If I don't jump cancel or tech it, then I just get owned. But I've now given myself a new health bar
Your physical strength is
by upgrading my strength, and this will be probably the
Nice.
last strength upgrade I get for the rest of the game.
weapons from their houses.
I might upgrade firearms or explosives on accident by just playing the game, but I am no longer going to be point grinding at all. This is just going to be mad dash to endgame. Yeah, I'm good now. I'm very good for this.
The beacon's ready to
Yeah.
go.
It's the blue bar on the top.
Yep. Blue bar on the top is the progression, and then the red bar is the beacon's current health.
So does NG Plus just go straight to the beacons, or does it have to do the absorption units first?
I believe NG Plus just does beacons.
Yeah. Huh. Riveting.
Yeah, as I've said before, I'm not the biggest fan of the NG Plus category. But, I mean, again, no hate to anybody that runs it. I understand why, across the Crackdown series, the NG Plus categories are the more preferred categories by a lot of runners, because they're a lot shorter, and require you to do less of this game's more obtuse tech. But I'm a big fan of a bunch of the weirdness this game has to offer, and I don't mind getting rolled by some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. So, I'm okay with holding a few L's to have a more engaging category.
Yeah, I feel like this could go in like an awful games block or something like that someday. It would be pretty long for awful games block, but like, you know what I mean? I guess it's not awful, but it's just so janky and like funny things happen so often that it kind of is content.
The jump I just did off that light was really, really tight, by the way. Jumping off those lights is a one-framer, and doing that got me up to the optimal route for getting down here.
Yeah. Some of the jumps, they don't look that bad, but they I mean, I haven't played it myself, but like they obviously must be like just completely messed up.
It's because you have to keep in mind the physics engines all the time. Like, you have to think about how weird this game is constantly with like every jump. So that's why stuff like that and being able to get jumps like that consistently is such a big deal for the run.
The beacon's going to take a short time to charge, Agent. Keep the freaks off of it until it detonates. The freaks are active. Your HUD and tracker will be updated to show any freaks attacking the beacon.
Yeah, so the point of this, by the way, why are we detonating these beacons? Other than killing freaks in layers, what is it doing? Once all of the beacons have been set up and are unleashed, that will send out a giant wave of UV that's going to take out the entire city. We're going to EMP the entire city for like an hour, which will eradicate every freak from existence at the exact same time, while also taking out all communications. So it gives us time to cover up, basically.
That certainly sounds like a thing.
This might be our first altercation with a Titan. But
is this like the large one?
Yeah, one of the
big
super
boy
large ones. But I'm not sure.
They start coming up like kind of at about like the 1 hour, like 31 hour 40 mark. And then they just keep on adding them.
Mm-hmm. I'm also taking a different route so I can start to deal with more of them at once. Because I was not sure if I was able to get to it. Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get to my explosives in time.
Big ouch.
Yeah, I think since I'm not going to deal with any major ones now, I'm just going to keep working on strength. I will definitely upgrade my firearms in 1 or 2 of these. I'm considering moving back to the UV shotgun, but for now this is working. Also missed my tech. That's what heavy knockdown in this game looks like, by the way. And that's how long it is. Assuming I don't get stun locked infinitely, because some of the mini titans can actually jab reset you forever and not let you get back up.
The beacon's almost charged. Hang in there.
Yeah, Super Mario has cleared out another freak layer. I don't really have to do anything else at this point. All these will still give me firearm points, even if I just stand right here. If you don't stand near or on the beacon, you actually don't get any experience from these. I don't know why that is, but that's always why I end standing on the beacon, so that I gain all the extra experience that I wouldn't get otherwise.
That's it, Agent. Time to shed a little light on this hell.
Also, it can animation cancel the like stun animation, which lets me pause a little earlier, so I can kill myself.
Select your drop point, Agent.
Where we dropping,
Another
boys?
freak lair bites the dust. Keep on like this, Agent, and Pacific City will be freak-free in no time.
We're dropping by the rock wall
We're
again.
back here. This time, though, I have a much better plan. So, the freak layer for this one is actually connected to the mountain in a really weird way. So all I need to do is just edge bug my way around the mountain like that, and then enter that hole. I can kind of get stuck on these trees, or jump off a freak like that. I got really lucky. Got one little edge right here, so I can just raise in. This is the freak layer.
This is it. Head for the drop zone and get that beacon deployed.
Did I miss the hole? Where am I going now? I know this is the way in. Oh, dude, I got so scammed. Other hole. I have access to get this.
Man, you really reached the freak layer with that one. That's a new like roast term. Dude, achievement unlocked. Let's go.
Undeniably a striking.
Achievement unlocked in the marathon.
I'm so upset. I keep just barely missing the jumps I need to.
The clock has just struck 12.
There we go.
These are
Okay.
dangerous.
I should be able to get to this freak layer from the highway, but
Yo, I mentioned Achievement Hunter earlier. What are we doing? This is insane. The connections just keep going. This run is scripted. Oh, we're back in
Yeah.
with the freaks again. Back at the rock wall.
I'm just doing
Let's
this rock wall
go.
climb again. It's gonna be faster doing it this way than trying to get back up to that highway, because there is no way around. I'm missing my edge bugs this time. This is so sad. It's all gone wrong. Okay, well, I got that launch. There is a hole that I just enter. There it is. That's the freak layer. Surely. Yep, it's all I needed to do last
Drop zone
time.
marker. Sit tight
What an
and watch
entertainer
the
he is.
skies. The beacon is
Anyway,
on
I'm
its
gonna do
way.
my pull-ups now.
Take a look around for additional ordnance, just in case.
Dude, your form's shit.
To throw his back out, yeah.
The beacon's going to take a short time to charge, Agent. Keep the freaks off of it until it detonates. Here come the freaks. Watch your HUD and tracker. It'll show any freaks attacking the beacon. Dispatch them quickly.
This is gonna be another one of those easy beacons. This one, I don't believe has like any power freaks. Maybe some of the white guys, but outside of those honkies, I think that we don't really have any issues. Can you say that on Twitch? Am I gonna get safe?
I don't know. Oh no, this is a bad moment.
That's fine. I didn't die. Surely it won't happen to me again. Surely there won't be another comedically placed explosive barrel that takes me out.
Yeah, you're getting stream sniped right now. By the freaks. They really couldn't come up with any better name. Just
Freaks.
The freaks. I'm convinced this game was like written by somebody under the age of 13.
I mean, it was like made in like a year.
Your firearm skills are evolving, and it's time your hard work was rewarded. Check out the new agency toys available the next time you request an equipment.
Yeah, they're all like in a boardroom, and then the intern says we'll call them the freaks, and then the money just like you can see like the money in the eyes of the Microsoft. Like Bill Gates saw the money in his eyes, and he was like, "Yes, that is what we'll do." Bill Gates made this. He was like, "I approve, intern." And then he put 5,000 agility orbs. The fucking
This has definitely been one of the runs I've ever had.
Yeah, this is one of the runs.
I know that not everybody else's runs have been going super well during this event, so you know, just kind of topical that I would also fall in line. It has to be filtered through at least 5 teenage boys. Yo, freaks, yeah,
that is legitimately the best plebe filter in the world. You want a patrician game or any work of art, just filter it through a horde of teenagers. That's how you determine what's cool, I think. I mean, legit.
It's not a bad marketing idea.
No.
All right. Well, I think I'm fine now on this one.
I've learned about a type of Kool-Aid that was around in the 90s, and I wanted to come back. It's called Purple Saurus. I just wanted to talk about it. It's grape and lemon combined. And apparently it was very good, and then they just stopped selling it.
Why'd they stop selling it?
I don't know, like Barney or something.
Oh.
Only tangentially related, but does anyone remember Pepsi Blue? It was another 90s thing.
Pepsi Blue was good. It got reprinted like a couple of years ago. That's the first time I've ever had it.
Did it? Damn.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, they also reprinted Surge. I tried Surge whenever like they started making that again, and I wish they didn't stop making it. This shit was delicious. Tab clear.
Tab clear. I've heard of Tab, but yeah, I don't remember any of that. Like,
oh wait, there's land here. I don't know.
I remember like the colored ketchup though.
Colored
it just wasn't that
was freaky.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. It like regular ketchup was always better, at least in my opinion. I'm sure there's people out there that are like, you know.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me think about where I'm
at.
Okay. Flocket launcher. I will probably end up grabbing. Yeah, I want that. Okay. So this one is going to be Turbo Cringe. This is one of the hardest beacons in the entire game. I absolutely hate this one. So I am going to be dropping my machine gun. I'm just going to be rocking 2 explosives. The Flocket launcher's whole thing is that it's an inaccurate rocket launcher. So my rockets are complete RNG. Whether or not they actually hit their target is up to God. So, but I need to use this thing, and I need it to work for me. Because this is my first encounter with a Titan. And they start throwing a lot at you.
Oh, that is one big freak.
I'm just grabbing some water while you're on the focus time.
Missed my tech. Oh, this is not good. Okay. He's dead. I want to grab more flockets. Please kill them. Okay, they both died. That's awesome. Alright, I need everything else up here to die. I fell down. That's horrible. There's a jump pad that takes me straight back up to the top. I'm gonna go for it. It also has ammo down here. I got it. Sick. Okay. This is very, very, very bad. I'm getting really unlucky with my rockets. They're just not working. Another Titan just spawned. And I'm spending so many rockets trying to take care of common enemies.
Keep an eye on the beacon. It's taking some punishment.
This is not the time to level up!
Your explosive skills are evolving.
Cool, glad my explosive skills are doing better. Whatever, give me back the flockets.
Skills. Next time you request an equipment drop, you'll find some explosive new tech available for selection. The beacon's still charging, Agent. Give it time.
Does your control get like stripped away whenever you get like a level upgrade?
Yeah, whenever you're going through that animation, you are stuck. Oh, that's horrible! Oh, no. That guy tried to jab block me. He's probably going to focus. So one rocket took both of those out. Give him just enough time to deal with this. That rocket's just circling around doing nothing. That's horrifying.
It's almost there, Agent.
Okay, I think there's one more Titan I have to deal with. And as soon as that's over with, I can start using my grenades for literally anything else. My grenades are the only reliable form of damage I have. I think I'll be okay, though. I got pretty lucky on some of the management on that, but me falling down and getting more ammo is probably the only reason I survived that. So me tripping and making a costly mistake actually saved my ass so hard. Okay, yeah, I'm in the clear. I'm out of grenades, but I can just melee the rest of the freaks.
The beacon's good to go, Agent. It's gonna be a hot time in the old town tonight.
That was close.
That was honestly so intense.
Okay, that is the second hardest one, in my opinion.
Wow, that was bright.
I think you died on one of them
I definitely died on one of them.
Select your drop.
in like
Okay.
your previous run or whatever.
This one, I think, is pretty easy. Yeah, this one's really easy.
Fast and smooth. Head for the drop zone and call in the beacon.
That call helicopter prompt is what that Survivor contestant saw over their head whenever they got pissed off at the game.
For additional ordnance, just in case.
Imagine if you just like one day see a call helicopter prompt over your own damn head, you'd be like, what? Would you do it? Like, would you like just be like, hey, it is coming?
just to see like what happens, like where I would go.
I mean, but if it like drops the helicopter 20 in-game units away from where you're standing at that given moment, you might want to like kind of go outside, or else it's gonna crush your frickin' house.
Well, okay, how many in-game units? What are in-game units in real life?
I don't know, meters,
Meters?
feet. Like, I guess it depends on the game.
This one's not so bad. These guys are typically issues that Mini Titan I just took down, but because I'm standing on this platform, they actually don't know where I am. So I'm able to basically stop this one from starting. As long as I stand here and just take out a couple of the stragglers, a lot of stuff won't spawn, which will prevent this one from ever getting too hectic. And these guys cannot get to me.
That Titan grabbing the beacon is me in front of the fridge at 3 a.m.
Some shredded cheese.
Yeah, looking for that shred. Bros, I'm looking the shred right now.
Oh man. Okay. I might cause some issues by taking that guy out, but should be okay.
Access to online orbs is restricted.
Oh, here he come. Here come that boy.
That's okay. I have a right trigger and a reticle.
Hold firm. The beacon's charging.
This isn't too bad. See, now they're kind of starting to bunch up around me because they know where I'm at, but they can't actually deal with me. Alright. Well, this beacon, yeah, like I said earlier, this beacon's kind of a joke. This one is actually really, really tough. If you don't know, you can just stand here and nothing spawns. But, again, if you know what to do, you can just remove any and all difficulty from this.
Beacon's almost charged. Hang in there.
We take those.
I'm not gonna bother killing that guy. He can shoot at the beacon. Let him have his moment.
Yeah, let him get that freak side out, you know?
Alright, I'm gonna go walk over to the beacon now. As you can see, immediately as I step down, so much more is spawned, and this has already become like a lot more. But because I stepped down, they're all gonna die and give me their experience.
Quiet, isn't it? Cell's grip on our city weakens with every beacon deployed, Agent.
So much like the absorption unit, this beacon is kind of annoying to get to. So I'm just gonna stand here and let this show up for me.
Agent I handled then tore up those bastards like a rabid dog. Then, after we took out Wang, there was...
What do you say about his dog?
He's talking about the guy from Crackdown 1 that you played as. Saying that that guy was the GOAT, and you're like kind of almost as good as that
Get
guy.
back to those 3 remaining beacons, Agent.
How nice of him. Hey, remember that guy? You're almost as good.
Do I die getting out here? No.
Ooh, you're close though.
Renegade orbs may be difficult to kill.
This is the hardest beacon in the game.
NDE.
Is well worth the effort.
Alright.
Quick, move out to the drop zone and call in the beacon.
Okay. I'm gonna use my grenades here to clear out these freaks.
Heads up, Agent. There's a
Before I even start the beacon, I'm gonna clear out the crowd here. Just a little bit.
thing to do is call in the beacon.
Because otherwise, this will become unmanageable.
Air support has scrambled. Hold your position and prepare for beacon
Grenades are here. There's a different type of machine gun, and there's a UV shotgun. I will probably be going through all of these, because this is the most unique beacon in the game as well. There is a rotating Titan around the edge that never actually shows up at the beacon, and just throws crap at you.
The beacon's going to take a
And while he's there doing that, there is a Titan on the beacon.
Freaks.
You have to deal with both of those at the same time.
Freaks attacking the beacon will be highlighted on your HUD and tracker. Stop them.
Here he comes.
Like, this one is never going to actually show up.
The Titan is absolutely schmoving.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh no.
Oh.
I could absolutely die to this one. Because I am already out of explosive ammo and going to have to switch to the UV shotgun.
Heads up. The beacon's taking damage.
I need these for crowd control here, and I need to just hope that I can take this guy out by shooting at him. Yeah, this one's already a lost cause. Like, I will try and fight this, but there's a huge likelihood that I've already failed this one.
Just because it's like already at half health, or
Yeah, because there's going to be more Titans that show up.
oh yeah,
It's because the white guys do so much damage to the beacon if I left them alive.
oh, the timer stopped on stream.
Oh no.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Free streamer.
I mean, you would have gotten world record.
Free streamer.
That beacon, it can't take much more damage.
Live split crashed.
Live split crash. So sad. Shows the net framework 4.6.1.
Almost there.
I fell down. This is so bad. Okay.
Oh.
Hold on. Can I clutch this? If it gets to 98%, it gets armor. Hold on. I could clutch this.
Beacon's barely functioning, Agent. One more hit, and it's history. The beacon's charged, Agent.
No way. No way I clutch this.
Boy can do.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was clutch.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was bright. Cool, but bright.
That was so clutch.
Alright, well, that's the hardest part of the run for sure out of the way.
This is great progress. With 7 beacons operational, Pacific City's beginning to look more like its old self. But don't relax yet. We've still got to...
Oh, the timer is back.
Is it accurate yet?
No,
Oh, no.
it still says there's a couple. You're now only 2 minutes into the run.
Dude, this is gonna be crazy.
Looks like we have a communication.
You're a world record by like 2 hours.
Carry on the best we
Okay.
can for now.
So,
Sit tight and watch
this is
the
another one of the
sky.
ones that has the Titan,
Beacon's on its way.
but the Titan is the only problem here.
For additional
As long as I stand up top by the big circle area, I should be okay. So up here will be a bunch of random freaks that spawn.
The beacon's going to take a
I'm gonna take out the explosive barrels because comedy has happened before.
until it detonates. Here come the freaks. Watch your HUD and tracker. It'll show any freaks attacking the beacon. Dispatch them quickly. Your actions have stirred up a freak shitstorm, Agent. Brace yourself.
Okay, I can stand here and just unload on this dude. One more. Damn. Okay. So then all the other freaks that are going to be causing actual problems stand up here. Everything else is a common freak. So all the common freaks, as long as I just take them out with a machine gun, won't actually ever get to the beacon, so they can't really do anything substantial. This one used to give me a ton of trouble before I found the spot to stand, because running around this circle is really tough, as the white freaks jump away from you and don't stand still. if you try to contest them up here. And then if you do that, then they start spawning white freaks on the bottom. But if you stand right on this little piece of like broken rock, the game doesn't really know where you are because it's in such a weird place. So you're able to take huge advantage of that. Like, this guy isn't even looking at me.
So did you find like the safe spots, or were they like kind of all well known?
Again, anything in this game I either found or I saw my dad do it when I was a kid. So I just do that.
Crazy.
Shout out to my dad, who's been in the stream chat. Yeah, he is very good at the game.
Is Wither Dad mother effing fade?
Yes.
Nice. Are you winning, son?
I'm actually, like, kind of surprised. I don't think we're going to have time for Sydney. Because this run has gone, unexpectedly bad.
Poorly?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, like, that's like, what, like a 15-minute run? It might, yeah. I don't know. It's probably up to the...
Oh, I just...
organizing poll.
I think I'm okay, even though I don't have any explosives to deal with the Titan. We're gonna see if that's just pure copium, or if I'm actually gonna be alright. So, let's see. Let's run around and find that Flocket launcher. Now, there's no way this comes back to bite me because I can't control it, right?
No possible way.
No possible way. No way one of these...
You just kind of brought that onto yourself.
Surely it doesn't happen again and cost me like 10 minutes.
There's no way.
Surely.
There's no way. The next run is scheduled for about 45 minutes from now.
Oh, okay. We're like gonna be done in like 10 minutes. So we're gonna have time for Sydney. That's so sick.
I think it's, yeah, I think it's 10:35. Let me double check.
Select your drop point, Agent. The beacon network is nearly complete, Agent, but a quick
Yeah, 10:35.
Communication system is screwed. We're going to be shifting transmission frequency just in case. You don't have to do anything.
Agent. Isn't that what they call you? I don't know who you are, or where you come from, or what they've done to make you what you
So I will say I did watch like a little bit of Crackdown too before the run, so I could like at least know like not zero. But Sydney 2000, I've never seen it in my life.
Alright, so Sydney 2000, I can talk about that game since we're near the end of this one. Sydney 2000 is a game that basically every objective is just done by pass dash.
Okay, Agent,
The only thing you do in that whole game is task dash.
Get that final beacon.
It's just
The beacon's going to take a short time to charge, Agent. Keep the freaks
incredible gameplay.
Freaks heading this way. Any freaks attacking the beacon will be highlighted on your HUD and tracker. Stop them.
This one's like not a big deal at all. There's not a single Titan in this one. This is one of those beacons that's meant to be done really early on in the game. They just throw like a metric shit ton of basic freaks at you. But because there's a UV shotgun here, I didn't even need to bring one with me. I just run around and press right trigger, and then eventually everything dies. The only thing is there's these micro Titans, which are a little obnoxious, but just focus them a little bit and they just crumble.
Micro Titan Freak. I feel like this game is like made me want to like put the word freak into my vocabulary. Like you're an absolute freak.
I say freak all the time.
You're an absolute micro titan freak.
Okay, that being said,
Like-
why am I doing so poorly right now? Why did that guy take no damage? Hold on, am I gonna lose? Here? Also, while we're doing another beacon, this would be a great time for donations if we have any left. But as it's gotten later in the night, not sure.
We do not currently have any new donations, so I'll just take a minute to prompt some more. Hey, everybody, we're raising money for Extra Life and supporting Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's a great cause that'll help kids in need. And listen, if everybody in chat donated like $2 right now, we would easily crush that $500 goal, and we'd be able to set us up for a new one. Make an even bigger difference. Wouldn't that be cool? So, just gonna throw that out there. Maybe we start a $2 train. Who knows? But otherwise, nope. That's about all we've got. Keep on keeping on, Wither. You guys are doing great.
Thank you, thank you. You know, I just wanted, while we're doing this last beacon, I'm jumping around holding right trigger and pressing left trigger. I want to talk about how cool it is, what we're doing here, and how we're all of us Sonic and not Sonic runners, coming together for the not Sonic Adventure Era Marathon to raise some money for charity. It is really cool to just be here doing what I'm doing, playing a video game and making some money for charity.
Your firearm skills are almost at their peak, which makes you worthy
Oh,
of
that guy was carrying something. I've never seen that before.
Next time you requested equipment,
I've put like
find a few special
over 1,000 hours into this game. I did not know they could pick things up.
quiet, isn't it?
That's my DoorDash driver.
Where am I going? Oh, here.
You said your delivery's here.
The beacons you deploy
Alright,
bring
so
you
we
the
have detonated every single beacon in the city, but we are
And
not
now we're
done.
going. We're going back to the harbor.
one more beacon. A beacon more potent than all the others combined. that'll
The
turn
final
all
beacon
freaks
is
in
the
city
Agency
to
Tower.
dust.
That tutorial area where we spent a decent amount of time, that entire tower is a gigantic peak. So now I am here climbing around, just trying to get to the valve switches for the building itself. That being said, every time these rocket launcher guys shoot me, it forces me to fall.
Flow control valve nearby, Agent. If you can open that and others like it,
Oh my God.
that'll help reestablish our fuel supply.
I'm sorry, Dre, the joke did not land.
Dude, I don't even. I have so many jokes that either bomb or don't land. It's just a part of my life at this point.
Have you considered
You know,
being funny?
Yeah, but like, do I know what makes people laugh? No. Do I? I mean, maybe I do, but I don't care.
You know what doesn't work? Just try doing the opposite of that.
Yeah, I'll just be the least funny person.
Good, Agent. That
Least funny person of all time on Sacer events.
Base jump into the toilet. I should do that. Probably the last.
BLJ might couch up the stairs.
This is like the last time I'll probably ever have to show off this game. I will base jump into the toilet. I'll do that right before the final boss.
What? What do you mean by that?
It wouldn't do the thing. That was annoying. Okay. Evil Train Minus actually funny.
Yeah, that can come out. Usually it's after approximately 1 drink of alcohol.
That's maybe the meanest thing I've ever read in my life.
I'm in my evil arc though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm like. I think like if I were like a hero or a villain in the speedrunning community, I could probably be like. I'm not even anti-hero. I feel like I've like gone into my villain arc at this point.
That's another valve opened, Agent.
I would appreciate it if these jabronis stop shooting. Oh, thanks. I can't believe they listened for a moment. They're like, oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
we
for
should
like
consider-
1 second. Approximately 1 second. They said, alright, let's stop. I did hear like some of them earlier in the game, like being like, conserve your ammo or something like that. Like they did, like the enemies do like callouts sometimes, which is really funny. I like that guy stun locking you with the rocket launcher.
Oh right, I don't need to. I'll just walk through the bullets.
Great work, Agent. One more valve to go.
Okay, so I'm about to die. That's not good. But if I do die, it's really not that bad. Okay, well, that's a little annoying.
Oh.
Still not that bad, though. I try to get to strength level 3, although it's not mandatory, because it makes this ending section easier. As you can tell, not only having 2 health bars makes a lot of this, like, really annoying.
Yeah, let me just turn this wheel.
That's got all the valves open, Agent. Now head for the supply pipeline and get our fuel flowing.
There we go. Now I just got one more valve, which is this last one. And then you're supposed to walk to the agency tower, but I'm just gonna die. Okay, well, it did that a little too early. Alright, anyway, I'm just gonna swim over here so I can do the last valve. I don't normally die this much in this section, but I'm getting, like, lit up.
Yeah, dude.
Once again, fuel is flowing into Agency Island, and it's all systems go.
That health bar is ridiculous. Like, it's just like insta-kill. Like, you're just getting like insta-killed pretty much.
Alright, now I'm good. Thankfully, that was all I needed. So, now, the game is going to try and level 4 gate me one more time.
To finally cleanse Pacific City of freaks falls to you.
So now I've got to do some slightly intricate platforming that the game doesn't want me to do, which is abuse this railing to just barely be able to make it so I can start the final objective. Final objective wants you to be at level 5 of every stat, and tries to get you there by forcing some really hard jumps, but you can finagle it like I just did and skip a bunch of platforming. Anyway, this is the final boss. Once the cutscene of the beacon starts, that will be time. So, there are 4? 3? I don't remember. 3 cores.
So, like the HUD kind of goes away or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a full-on cutscene, I think, from what I remember.
There's a full-on cutscene. I'll call time when it happens, but it's going to come up in a couple of beacons.
Yeah, it takes like 3, like, what was it, like 3 to 5 minutes, something like that? A bit more.
The bad news is they've broken free. They're pissed, and they're headed your way. By killing peacekeepers, you're only shooting yourself in the foot.
I think you would have saved like 10 minutes if you played on mid-gray.
I think you're right. I think I kept getting distracted by hazmat.
Yeah, it's the colors.
Explosive skills are almost at their peak. To match those skills,
So unlike the mini Titans, the Agent Freaks, which are these ones, actually die to the UV shotgun in one shot. I think that's kind of an oversight, as that makes this final boss thing really easy.
That nearby gun turret would cut the enemy to ribbons.
Yeah, if you weren't paying any attention to the ongoing plot, these freaks are actually the agents from Crackdown 1. So every time you died or respawned in Crackdown 1, that was these guys. They all got turned into freaks too. And the agency just kind of kept them and were experimenting on them, and now they've all broken out. So you have to deal with them while the agency tower charges as the final beacon.
Is that like an epic plot twist in a casual playthrough?
I guess.
You're just kind of like, whatever.
It's kind of interesting.
Core 1 is fully charged
I guess.
and holding steady. Turn your focus to Core 2. Agent Power Core 2 needs
It's kind of cool. I guess like you got like the big bad enemy or whatever.
Yeah, the big bad
Like
is
the
basically the
like the ones that are kind of more powerful, except for the UV shotgun stuff.
They are really hard to take down with a standard gun, and they want you to use
Yeah.
like the mounted minigun for this. But again,
The freaks are coming from the lower level. Deal with them.
you can tell they're agents because they're making really stupid decisions that don't make any sense.
Freaks, Agent. Pissed and
Is that guy trying to hop on the turret?
They're climbing up the core structure. Get to the
He's like, my hands are too big now. I can't do this. And like they also kind of just like place like explosive barrels really conveniently in the spots where they fall off.
And okay, so technically, if you don't take all of them out, they do move on to the next phase to make the next phase harder. But like,
Oh, okay.
they also a lot of the time forget they're supposed to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to phase 3, as phase 2 is gonna kind of just take care of itself from this point forward.
Core 2 is at maximum charge. One more core to go.
Okay, so yeah, this is the final core. When the blue bar fully finishes charging for this one, that will be time.
Oh.
The freaks are coming from the lower
Yeah, the agents are also able, like the agent freaks, are also able to take out explosive barrels. So as you just saw, one of them just team killed.
That is not an enemy. Remember, it's cells.
Okay, I've got to deal with this. This can actually become an issue. Thankfully, they're all grouped up.
Core 3 is under attack. They're climbing up the core structure.
Okay,
To the mid-level.
so all the ones that are attacking the beacon I've taken out. Yeah, so this has been Crackdown 2. It's a really silly game. A really, really silly game that we only saw such a small part of it. The main objective is by far not all this game has to offer. There is so many agility orbs. The collectathon aspect of it is a huge part of the replayability and appeal of the game. So much of this game comes from just all the stuff you can do with your friends and just all like the ragdollness of it. It's such an interesting piece of video game history. Nothing is really quite like this game. Nothing probably ever will be again. And it's something that really only could have released in the generation that it did.
Agent Power Core 3 is on its last legs.
Yeah, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. It's I feel like it's definitely. It seems like
That's time.
what
That's
a way
time,
to
by the
end
way.
it.
It looks like we're good to go.
I got jab locked at the end and almost
Yeah,
failed because of it. But yeah, that is time.
It is prime. Time to kick back and enjoy the light show. Shit. You've got company.
All right, GG's. Good stuff with her.
Stop her, Agent.
Very cool.
Whatever it takes.
This has been an interesting one for sure.
There sure is no game quite like Crackdown 2. And our reward is dying permanently.
Yeah, we moving on to the Sydney.
And so we are now going to move on to the bonus game because I finished. I finished in time. So give me like 1 second to set up.
That's one hell of a trial run.
Is this gonna be on the Fire Dreamcast?
Expansion plan is back on track. I pity anyone who stands in our way.
It is a shame that Crackdown 3 is one of the worst games ever made. It is so sad.
I honestly didn't know there's a Crackdown 3.
Yep.
Because like I was a PlayStation 3 person. I knew about Crackdown 2.
Crackdown 3 was going to be Microsoft's big game for the Xbox One. But they put Terry Crews in it. Alright, whoa. My audio just like freaked there. Hopefully everybody can hear me still. I'm not... Is anybody else talking? Oh no. Alright, there we go. It was my fault. I had some issues with my audio interface whenever I unplugged and replugged my controller in. But that's okay. We're on now. So give me 1 second. I am now going to be switching over to something else entirely. That's cool. Okay. This is gonna be fun to set up in real time. Hold on. Let's see how fast can I do this without causing any massive issues. Anyway, hope everybody enjoyed Crackdown 2. Not a lot of games like that, like I was saying. So, real cool to be able to give that a showcase. See, that's the crazy thing, is that it's just free now in general. Like, you don't even need to buy the game. Yep. Okay, so I'm throwing right now. Sorry. But I should no longer be throwing in a few seconds. I had some unfortunate issues that I'm dealing with right now. For whatever reason, Sydney 2000 is one of 3 games on the Dreamcast that even when forcing it, doesn't actually boot in VGA, no matter what you do. So I've got to make sure that everything is set up through Composite on my extremely legal way of playing the game. And then I'm very much easily able to get the game to run perfectly, as far as anybody needs to know. Oh yeah. I have no idea if this game even... Wait, hold on. This game is in 60 hertz. So I have to change my... I'm falling apart here, man. Here we go. Okay, 60 hertz. We are so in there. Oh, that's probably my fault. Hold on a second. Let me just do this quick. Somebody try talking real quick.
Hello.
There we go.
Sydney 2000.
Yeah, this is gonna be real scuffed, but real fast, I promise. So, I'm now also gonna be real quickly capturing this. I've got to capture, what the hell am I capturing? Oh yeah, Flycast. Alright, well, welcome everybody to Sydney 2000.
All right. I guess just I don't know if we're doing an extra timer for this, but for the sake of argument, just go ahead and count it down whenever you're ready.
All right. So, I'm going to be getting started in about 3 seconds. So, 3, 2, 1, and go. So, Dre, hopefully you were able to see the game.
I've got bad news. I could see it on Twitch.
So, Sydney 2000 is a game that is played by pressing the buttons that you use for task dashing as fast as you possibly can. And every single game in Sydney 2000 uses these in some way.
We get some controller ASMR in here.
What is with this TV static? What? Why does this game emulate so poorly?
And next up for us is player 1.
So for the Javelin game, getting a foul for Javelin is really slow. What you want to do is you want to try and just take the javelin and chuck it into the ground. Here, Dre, I'll do something for you.
Comes the replay.
Oh. Screen
And next up for us is player 1.
is here. Oh, I hear the mashing.
That doesn't look too bad. I wonder if they'll be happy with it, though.
I hope we're going to see some better throws than that.
Yeah, hoping to see some better throws than that.
Here comes.
So as you can tell, this game emulates not very well.
Player 1 is next.
To get a maximum power bar, you have to be like an Olympic level athlete in mashing. I'm mashing really fast, and I still can just barely get over the halfway mark.
Unhappy about that. The model. I could see the sense of dissatisfaction in the 8 polygons. Oh, he's about to throw it.
There we
Oh,
go.
right
Okay.
into the wall.
Good first throw. That was fast.
It's me trying to do anything.
So the goal in this speedrun is to just fail as fast as possible through every event. And that does mean you have to play pretty well as far as the mashing goes. But then the second the game starts, you want to just expertly fail.
This is one of the speed games of all time. This is so. Hey, chat. What do you think? What do you think Wither's gonna do this time? You think there's gonna be a real good shot out into the field?
Ooh,
No,
right
straight
in the
into the
sand.
wall again. That was a little too slow. Reset. .0. Oh, wait. Does the game? Oh, I see what you're doing. You're like just doing all the events.
You gotta go through every event. Wow, this
Just a
one
triple
looks
jump?
particularly bad.
Or is this the long jump? Oh,
The flags
he just
are
kept running.
foul.
He's been sent to the void.
This looks like my brain when I'm hungover.
That foul was due to a lapse in concentration. And
Alright.
I can't believe he just kept running. Oh, he's running. He's gonna get the jump. Look, he's rearing up. Oh, he just kept running.
that jump was a little overambitious.
This game is content.
It's so content. Oh, high jump. I actually, I could save time on world record in this one. Because in world record, I was failing the jumps, but sometimes I would get them. But you want to fail really hard in high jump. Because if you fail over and over, then you then you don't move on to the next round.
Repeat that performance though.
Taking a second attempt at this height.
She needs to put in a much better performance than that. An unfortunate foul, but they're still in the competition.
This is oh fuck.
She needs a big effort for this, her last jump.
Yeah, let me just jump right up to the platform. I'm gonna just jump up here. Watch this.
She needs to put in a much better performance than
This is a very high jump. World record.
She's just kneeing the pole.
Can you imagine somebody trying to working on their high jump for 4 years, and they end up at the Olympics and they're like, "I'm a speedrunner now," and they just do that for the high jump.
the end of round placings.
Hey, I didn't get last.
The end of round
Yeah, should. You didn't get last for that round, I guess. Whew.
Let me out.
There's the results.
Let me out.
Let's see how
Let me out. There we go.
Oh,
We have the
it's
shooting
time
final
to
now.
time to skeet. Is quite literally what it's called.
So the crazy thing about this one is you actually win by doing well.
Yes, he's going great at the moment.
Is it gonna be harder with like whatever is happening to the game right now?
Yes, because I just couldn't even see that one coming.
A missed single.
Dwight, you have to chalk that one up to nerves.
Yeah, it turns out that the guy trying to do the shooting stood up a little too fast before he went up to the.
Yes, he's going great at the moment.
A successful single.
Great technique out there.
The single scores. A scoring single.
No. You lose so much time by missing on Skeet. Oh, I just preemptively shot. Look down in shame. Look into the void.
A missed single.
Oh, a basic error.
Really
there.
says something about life because every time you look into the void, it becomes not the void
Stuff
anymore.
out there.
Wish I could turn around and just shoot someone in the crowd.
Well, we could go back to Crackdown too
Yes,
for that.
shooting here.
Whoa, I shot one in the void. I'm insane.
Yo, we void shooting out here. You tried your best.
Down as a mistake.
Oh, a basic
That one goes
error
down
there
as a
from him.
mistake. Dude, 360 no scope. Oh, you're done. Never mind.
We are almost done with Sydney 2000. We just have a few events left.
100 meter freestyle swimming.
If my math is correct, we have about 5 minutes.
We'll be fine. We'll make it.
Take your marks. Kid named Mark.
This is the most intense mashing challenge I've ever seen. I have to mash as hard as I possibly can on 2 buttons this long.
And first to turn for home is lane 1.
Oh my god!
Yeah. This is an obscenely long amount of time to like
Ooh.
mash your absolute fastest. Do you have to like do it in sequence or do you just mash them both at whatever speed?
It's one after the other. It's the same input as task dashing. If you press one button twice on accident, then you get your speed cut in half. You have to
This
alternate.
is so sad.
Oh, okay. Platform diving.
There they go. There they go. This is so messed up. There they go. Hit the gritty on the way down.
If you keep menuing faster and faster, the person gets further away from the dive board every time. See how they're slowly not standing on the dive board anymore?
There they go.
Oh, this one's great. This is powerlifting.
Oh, here comes that boy.
And next up for us is player 1. If he can lift this, Go straight.
Oh my god. Oh, he gonna lift it. Oh, he gave up in the middle. He gave.
He had to let the weight drop.
It's SpongeBob with the marshmallows on the stick. He gave up. Oh, no. Right at the beginning, and he's, oh man, he's jerking the air off. He said, that was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I'm gonna head out. I'm leaving. This game sucks, I'm leaving.
Now we have to sit through the CPU, see how they're doing. They're going through each round.
Oh my god, Canada is doing just as bad. It's like I was doing it. Nah, I can't lift that shit, you know? It's like they sent me out there. Oh, sprint cycling. Oh,
this is so bad.
Oh,
oh my god.
I guess flashing light warning?
Yeah, flashing light warning. This is hard to look at.
And they're away.
What?
What is happening right now?
Is this another MASH one, I guess, like for the stream?
They'll need to put more effort in to get a good finish.
I can't actually tell what's going on. We're just gonna ride this one out.
This is... Oh, that guy headed off to the side there. He said, I'm out.
Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes and it'll all go away.
Team 1's pace is a bit too slow. They'll need to put more effort.
Man, they definitely...
They were cooking.
Yeah, this game has never been tested on the emulator. Oh my gosh. This is... Yep. Who won?
Not me, I think.
Green motherfucker won.
This is okay. Yeah, we're done. One more event. Final event. At the end of
is another mashing one, definitely.
The end of slalom. We are at time.
On into the first gate. And he's clean through there. On into gate 4. On into gate 5.
How is this like a minute-long course or?
It's not very long.
Approaching the 12th gate. Gate 13.
I'm just taking a ton of penalties since I'm not stopping for the gates.
Coming up to gate 17.
You can ride that boat pretty fast. Oh, got a gate. Oh,
and
we're
time.
finished. That's it.
GG's, gamer.
I gotta go like right now, but congratulations on the runs. GG's. That was certainly one of the games of all time.
Thanks for having me.
It was a game.
Glad I could do Crackdown 2 and also Sydney 2000. I just barely had time to do both. So yeah, thanks for having me, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.
Yes, thank you, Wither. Thank you, everybody, for watching, for enduring through that. It's amazing. It was so good. That's also going to be it for me. Up next, we got Nacho taking over comms, and we're kicking off the next leg with Brandino playing Sonic Generations 3DS. So get hype, hang around, have fun, and let's go.